Virginia Tech, and that means it's time for Enter Sandman. Another season of EA Sports college football kicking off here in Week 0. It's the BYU Cougars and the Virginia Tech Hokies. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Bruce Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
It's the best entrance in college football, particularly at night. Virginia Tech, Sandman, here we go. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Cougars will put boot to leather, and this will be the start of a new season. Fielded in the end zone. It's Heath. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Welcome to college. First carry for the freshman. Makes it past the marker. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Hokie, 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 high, Tech, Tech, VPI got it rolling on the ground.
And Virginia Tech fans love that chant, and they love the physical ground game and the ability to run the football. That's kind of who they are. That's how they're built. Just a tough group of individuals.
The give on the counter. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Running inside, it's Martin. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Well, BYU is a team that made it to the Big 12 title game a year ago. A big part of it was L.J. Martin and their ability running the football, but also what he was able to do catching it as well. Bachmeier back at quarterback, so this offense really expects to take the next step. But L.J. Martin, David, probably one of the better running backs in the country that maybe a lot of college football fans outside of the Big 12 don't really know about.
Yeah, I mean, he could catch you, he could make you miss, he could run you over. The injuries slowed him down a little bit a year ago. But another year of experience with Bear in the backfield, and that is a big Bear. That is a large Bear that can also run the football. Could be a great 1-2 punch that makes you pack a lunch and tackle some grown men for 60 minutes.
The Cougars will line it up on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35. All right, guys, let's chat about BYU. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, as a quarterback, you know, if you put the ball anywhere near this guy, anywhere in his vicinity with his catch radius and his athleticism, he's going to be able to snag it. They weren't able to hit him in stride, but he bails his quarterback out with an awesome diving catch.
The Cougars go back to work after moving the chains through the air. In the red area, it's Martin. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Quick release by the QB. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Makes the grab. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning 2. That was beautiful.
BYU lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that 2nd down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football here.
Looking to get it in. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. They're going to run it. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Bob.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, I got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. 4th and goal from the 4. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just we're on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. The run inside. It's Hawkins. Maybe some room here. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
1st and 10 from their own 17. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. The Hokies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these 3rd downs present themselves.
Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. They'll run for it. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Running inside. It's Martin. Could be an alley. Picks up the first down. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. BYU lines up quickly. A first down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, BYU! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the extra point makes it 7-0.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And he tacked on the extra point. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Gets the back moving. To the air. It's Bachmeier. Fires left. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Second down, he'll throw it. Right on target this time. Turning it on. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Lions. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that they're looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Wants to throw on first down. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw. It's Bachmeier. Looking left. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Overton. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking down the middle. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Not a lot of room to make this catch. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Goes high to pull it in. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The run inside. It's Hawkins. Tried to find a seam for more, but a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off! What a play by this defense! And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. On the run, it's Martin. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Now down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. And he fires over the middle, it's incomplete.
I think the quarterback throwing that pass off his back foot is what led to that incompletion. Just not as accurate as he would have liked to have been.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Running inside, it's Martin. There's a crease. Touchdown Cougars. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Wants to throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the catch. It's Reynolds. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hokies!
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
Looking for the time with the extra point. And he made the extra point without problem. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Bringing it out. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Throws for the tight end. Got a man, it's Lyons. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Looking downfield on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. to the air on second down. Trying to beat the D deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Here's a hit. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And a sure tackle after the completion, and he stopped short.
I'll tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete to the left. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. Virginia Tech wants to take a moment. They call their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Looking downfield very late in the half. Rolling right and going deep. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Notre Dame taking on the number 6 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Hurricanes in real jeopardy of kissing that top 10 ranking goodbye. They're being punked right now, dominated in every aspect of the game, and we haven't even hit halftime. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Looking to the big tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Lyons. And he's brought down after a nice game.
That's a nice play on offense there. And how about the tight end getting out of his stance and working his way across the field, using his speed to clear the defense and make the catch.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Back to pass. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man. It's Lyons. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And it looked like for a second, man, he was going to take that all the way. He was going to score, broke some tackles, made the play, down inside the 5. He finally gets wrapped up. Now this offense set up with a 1st and goal situation.
On 1st and goal, let's see if BYU can score here. From the red zone, it's Martin. Touchdown, Cougar! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything, and padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, that's a good day.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25. Stopped at the 26. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2, his quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
The run inside. It's Martin. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
A shot toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking for the end zone. And it's picked off for the third time today. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Third quarter opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. Oh, there might have been trouble if they hadn't knocked him down so quickly.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. Into the third quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. Just keep slinging it. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The screen, by definition, is slow developing. That was just a little too slow.
Yeah, quarterback just held on to it a split second too long. You want to invite the rush to you as a quarterback when you're executing that play, but you've got to be able to get rid of it, and you've got to be able to negotiate the rush and somehow, some way find a way to get that receiver or running back the ball in his hands, and the QB couldn't get it done there.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Throws to the wideout. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Caught in the backfield, it's Martin. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Reads it, fires complete. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. We've reached the break. BYU is on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
The sure hands. It's Casper. Oh, he's got some space. He'll work his way down to the 28. First down here in what has been a highly entertaining Week 0 game. Want to welcome to college football for this season. Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. A little release to the back. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Makes the grab. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's fourth down.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback? Because you've got fourth, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal or do you go for it?
They have given it up on all 3 of their previous fourth down tries. Can they keep the drive alive here? They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Yeah, man, a lot of times it's hard to outrun that blitz, and they bring pressure. They push him outside of the pocket. Nice job covering downfield. Nobody open. He can't find a place to go with the football, and this is exactly what you should do. Keep hunting. Keep chasing. They finally catch him. Get the big sack on fourth down.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Caught in the backfield, it's Green. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that fourth down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the fourth quarter to get me the football back.
Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on second and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Got it inside the 15. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Cougars! He would not be denied.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time, couple of plays into the end zone. Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. And the returner will be brought down. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock.
He's into the end zone. Touchdown, BYU! He scores for the 5th time in this game.
Yeah, and how about this offense, man, putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal. Going on the road, handling these conditions in game one, they've done a phenomenal job.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
Virginia Tech, 14.
Coming out with it, it's Heath. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. And last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Gets it to him on the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. And he'll have to check his feelings after that lick, but he did get the first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Going long. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Fires to the middle. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw it. Bringing the heat. It's caught. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Got it in the middle. It's Hawkins. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the 1st down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. The Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Finds space on the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
This is an offense that has skill. They've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got it and still on his feet. Good, solid tackle.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. After this, it'll be a wrap. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Takes a hit as he fires.